Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. It's the first game of the month of July between the Blazers and the Polar Bears. Portland attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Todd Beavers, a lefty from Georgia, will be the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Into the box, Richard Richardson, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Oh, yeah, Matty boy, it's time right here, Dero, to start getting greedy. You win the first 2 of a 3-game set at home. It's time to get greedy and go for the sweep.
Yeah, you got to take care of business in front of your home fans without question. That's exactly what this team's doing.
The second baseman.
Digging in, Jake Madison comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Beavers has worked his way through more than 1,500 career innings, and over those innings he's collected over 1,500 strikeouts. 0-1, here's the pitch. Beavers has registered more than 80 innings of work, and with an ERA in the 5s has some work to do to bring it down into a more respectable range. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now 79 degrees at first pitch. A swing and a miss there, 2-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
So a full count now.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Another payoff pitch. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Mad Dog Jackson is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And now a pitch on the way. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. 2 out, nobody on. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. Last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and his side is retired. Justin Johnson starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Now at the plate, Ronnie Weeks. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. So, guys, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the 1st. Career number 247, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
At the plate now, Calvin Parks. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Johnson tossed a little over 85 innings so far and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Parks stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
There's ball 4.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Stepping up to the plate, Jesus Pena, a real threat with the bat, of course, as he currently leads the American League in home runs.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
First pitch on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. And that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it. As you talked about, 6-game hitting streak so far.
Into the box, Mitch Drew lays off 1-0. He's ready now to pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
There's the 2-1 home.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. Three-run home run down the line and right. Number 17 for him on the season as they move on top 4-0.
2 home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
So now to the plate, Pablo Piedra. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Arrington has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting 6, the first baseman, Fernando Rodriguez.
Into the box now, Fernando Rodriguez. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. First pitch on its way.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
The windup and the 0-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 19th home run for him on the season as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
At the plate, high Watts. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 268 the average for him coming in. 15 long balls to go along with 52 RBIs. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Look out, 1-1.
And it's fouled away. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Digging in now, Bruce Castle. He's the 8th man to bat here in the first with 5 runs already up on the scoreboard. 4-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Now the 1-0.
2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched. Liner toward right center. That gets down and the inning continues.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Digging in the switch hitter, Martin Good. Man, he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. First offering on its way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking the pitch.
Castle, a runner at first with 2 gone. This is line to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, pitching poorly once like he did in his last start, it's going to happen here or there, but he's struggling here again too, and there has to be some concern. And part of it is probably psychological. He's got to get those here we go again thoughts out of his head.
Here comes Bob Melvin out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So, boy, that ERA is going to take a bit of a tumble here as he gets cuffed around pretty good and winds up not being able to survive the first. James Ray comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. Ready for another chance? Ronnie Weeks. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
He's set and the pitch. Set and the 0-1. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Into the box now, Calvin Parks, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Ray has tossed more than 60 innings on the year and has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s. Seven runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Ray has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. The 0-2 home. Down the left field line and deep. And that's going to land foul. The next 0-2. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. The 1-2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Farmer is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. Atlantis leads this one 7-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eric Farmer. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
And now pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
Now the 2-1. Colt Snow is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. Standing in, Colt Snow. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. High in the air out to center field. Weeks will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
The catcher, Francisco Barreto.
Stepping into the box, Francisco Barreto. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. First and second now, one man out. And there's a base hit on the line. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. In now, Howard Urban. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 8 home runs and 31 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch. Slow roller left side. Gonna be a tough play. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting up, the shortstop, Darren Arrington.
At the plate, Darren Arrington, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks and bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Richard Richardson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Looking to minimize the damage here. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the second. The Polar Bears on top, 7-1. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Jesus Pena.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. fouled away. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mitch Drew. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Fastball just inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
2-0 count, the pitch. One out, nobody on. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, Dero, what do you make of all this?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Stepping in now, Pablo Piedra. Farmer is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
First baseman, number 44, Fernando Rodriguez.
Standing in, Fernando Rodriguez.
Yeah, Matt, that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Comes set, and the 0-1 is taken. That's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Two out, nobody on. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, and that is off the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
To the plate now, Ty Watts. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Watts absolutely hammers left-handed pitching. There's a lot of pop in his swing for sure, but if there's one criticism of his bat, it's that he doesn't put the ball in play enough in these situations. Seems like hitters like this are more and more common these days. 2-0 count,
Yeah, Matty, you can't fault these guys today for the swing and miss. In today's game with so many shifts, there are no hits to be had on the ground. But when this guy does connect against left-handed pitching, it is fun to watch.
Outside, 3-0 now. Has a look, now the pitch. That one's in there, 3-1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And it's fouled away. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder giving chase. But he can't get to it. And that'll score the runner from second as it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
So now to the plate, Bruce Castle, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball to third. He's right there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 2 full. Atlantis is on top here, 9-1. Now in the box, Jake Madison. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mad Dog Jackson.
Coming to the plate now, Mad Dog Jackson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. In there, strike one.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Fastball called for strike 2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 30, Eric Farmer.
Striding in, Eric Farmer. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Now here's the pitch.
At the ball.
windup and the 1-0 pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he fouls this one off. And now for the second batter in a row. This is in the air out to left field. Drew is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop, Martin Good. He's set. Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 fouled off. Popped him up. Jackson moving to his left. He's got it 1 away. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ronnie Weeks. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. Now here's the pitch. Cold strike, 0-2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Nope, that's inside. I got to count 2-2.
Looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Calvin Parks comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Speared on the dive. He's out. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score.
Oh, that's just an excellent play that time. Super high degree of difficulty on that one. And as an added bonus, not only does he get the out at first, but he also keeps that runner stationed on second base.
Stepping up now, Jesus Pena, a hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat.
That's a ball.
2 out here and a runner at second. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Has a look, now the pitch. This one's down to third. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On now to the top of inning number 4. Atlantis is out in front here, 9-1. Now at the plate, Colt Snow.
Leading off for Portland, the third baseman, Colt Snow.
First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Change up that time, a swing, and this one's driven out to deep left center field. This ball has a chance, and it is over the wall, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 15 for him thus far, but they still face a 7-run deficit. I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength. Into the box, Francisco Barreto. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. And that's in there, base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately. There's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Standing in now, J.D. Eastman, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. That evens it up, 1-1. As a look, now the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. There's one. The relay back to the pitcher, covering in time to double him up.
Sharply hit here, but right at the first baseman coming off the bag. He makes a good throw, and they complete the 3-6-1 double play with the throwback to the pitcher at first.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next will be the speed threat, Howard Urban. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Now back, the shortstop, Aaron.
Now at the plate, Darren Arrington. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. A runner on first with 2 away. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
Runner goes for second. Fouled away. Here's a look over at first. And a dive, but he's back in there. The 2-2 one more time.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And he will crash into the wall, but hold on to it there for the final out of the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Mitch Drew.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Now here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Farmer has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
The batter, number 15, designated hitter, Pablo Piedra.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Pablo Piedra, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Looking at his career totals, Piedra is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Now here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Richardson is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 44, Fernando Rodriguez.
Ready for another shot now. Fernando Rodriguez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. The 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now. At the plate, Ty Watts. Now a hard liner. Foul. Ready with the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Hit back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. Throwing to second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. We're through 4. Now an 8-run lead at 10-2. At the plate now, Richardson as he lifts it in the air to right field.
Richardson.
Pena is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting, second baseman, Jake Madison.
Digging in, Jake Madison. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Digging hard. He's headed for third. And he's safe.
In most parks of the league, that would be a round tripper. I mean, he hits this thing probably more than 400 feet, but he'll have to be content with a triple. Has to feel good about the way he hit it, though.
In now, Mad Dog Jackson, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. One out and a runner on third. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Into the box now, Eric Farmer, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 1 thus far. On its way is pitch number 75. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it. Bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
So now to the plate, Colt Snow, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. A little bit outside. 2-1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Now the 2-1. Second and third here, 1 man out. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to hit him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
And another foul ball.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Payoff pitch one more time. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Digging in and looking for more, Francisco Barreto. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
1-0 the count. Looking to minimize the damage here, and it's fouled away. Base hit to right. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs. It looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired. Going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
In now, J.D. Eastman. And with 2 men on here, I'm rather surprised they're sticking with him at this point. I feel like we can all see the exhaustion from all the way up here.
Yeah, I think it's time to go get him, Matt. We're seeing a guy that's given all that he has, and I just don't see any sharpness left in his stuff at this point.
Well, the bullpen is active, so we'll see if they make the move soon. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Polar Bears lead it 10-4. C.J. Wolf gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate, Bruce Castle. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Castle.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Shoots this one over to first. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Martin Good.
Riding in once again, Martin Good. First pitch on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Well, that's a pitch right there you've got to just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And that misses 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Ronnie Weeks. The swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Wind up and the 0-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out.
Boy, talk about having a day, Beaver. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now,
This pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Into the box, Jesus Pena pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Going back is the right fielder to the track. Gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field, and even 30 home runs on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Called the pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate now, Mitch Drew, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. Painter, a 27-year-old. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. 3 runs already home here. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's 1-2.
I got to count 1-2.
Try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Solo shot to right center. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, in hockey, they call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in 1 outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
Stepping in now, Pablo Piedra, as he'll take a look at ball 1. That misses 2-0. Now the pitch. This one's chopped to third. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. 5 innings complete. The Polar Bears are out in front here, 14-4. Guillermo Sanchez takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. So striding in, Howard Urban. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear.
In now, Darren Arrington as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put Goodwood on.
Into the box now, Richardson. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Weeks is there, and he has it for the first out. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jake Madison. He's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or trying to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
Here it comes on 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Has a look, now the pitch. Mad Dog Jackson is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. In his career, Jackson is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Rounded weakly to the left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Fernando Rodriguez will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. He was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Smoke toward third. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter number 14, second baseman, Ty Watts.
Stepping in, Ty Watts. First pitch of the at-bat. Chopped to third. in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now back, the catcher, Bruce Castle.
Ready once again, Bruce Castle. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball back outside.
The 1-0.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Another one sent foul. Here he comes again, 1-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Two out, nobody on. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
Coming to the plate now, Martin Good, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First offering on its way. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Great piece of hitting here. Man on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Standing in now, Ronnie Weeks, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. And he lays off for ball 1.
1-1.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ground ball left side. Throw gets him at first, and even the East German judge gives that one a score of 10 as the side is retired. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So here's the cleanup hitter, Eric Farmer. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. down by a bundle. It's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Reined in. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Colt Snow.
Stepping in, Colt Snow. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. One out, nobody on. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider.
He offered at that pitch out of the zone there, and I think that's a result of the previous pitch getting called against him. He might feel like he's needing to expand the zone, but that's how it's going to be called.
Too high. 1-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Line, but speared on a hop. And that's the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Barreto.
So stepping in, Francisco Barreto. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Last half of the 7th here, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Calvin Parks.
Calvin Parks.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hard ground ball to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jesus Pena.
To the plate now, Jesus Pena. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. A dive, but it's off his glove.
Now batting, the left fielder, Mitch Drew.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
DJ Frazier.
Mitch Drew will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. He's set and the pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
0-1, here's the pitch. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Fielded cleanly, and he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with one away now.
The batter, number 50, designated hitter, Pablo Piedra.
Striding forward now is the DH, Pablo Piedra. First offering on its way. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scooped up, and it's in time to get him. But they do play to run on the play.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Stepping into the box, Fernando Rodriguez. He'll try to bring in that second run of the inning from third with two down. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one. And that gets him on the mound. And he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. The Polar Bears are out on top 16-4. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, J.D. Eastman.
J.D. Eastman.
First delivery to him on the way. And that one right down Main Street.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Now to the plate, Howard Rubin. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Here's the first pitch to him. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Behind 0-2 now. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Darren Arrington.
Into the box, Darren Arrington. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Richard Richardson. He's set. Here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. That's popped up. Watts over to his right, and that's the third out. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Ty Watts. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The windup and the 0-1. And it's 1-1. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
At the plate, Bruce Castle. He swings and grounds it to short. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Back on another here as the runner scores from second.
Man, I think I run out of superlatives to talk about their offensive production this one. Some teams don't score 17 runs in a 4-game set, let alone in one game here. It's been incredible.
So now to the plate, Martin Good, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Going back is the left fielder at the track, and it's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center, home run number 5 on the year as they just continue to pour it on here. On the pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Now batting, center fielder, Ronnie Weeks.
Stepping in now, Ronnie Weeks, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. On the ground to the left side, reined in, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Calvin Parks.
Settling in now, Calvin Parks. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jesus Pena.
Digging in once again, Jesus Pena. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. All even now, 2-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
2-2, here it is. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. 9th inning coming up. Atlantis is out in front 19-4. Now batting, Jake Madison, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt an efforts his teammates are appreciative of. So coming to the plate, Mad Dog Jackson. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that will let that pitch go by.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Into the box now, Eric Farmer. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. And fouls this one off.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
19-4 this afternoon. The Polar Bears lit up the stat sheet and the scoreboard on their way to 23 hits. Todd Beavers earns his 5th winner of the year. Justin Johnson allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 2 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Thank you.